Welcome to the second Theatre Uncut Political Playwriting Award. We, along with our partner theatres, the Young Vic in London, the Traverse in Edinburgh, the Sherman in Cardiff and the Lyric in Belfast, and our supporters, Independent Talent and Nick Home Books, are delighted to have you with us. In times before COVID, we would have invited you all into a wonderful theatre space, performed extracts of the shortlisted plays live, and plied you all with wine afterwards. But this year, in true pandemic style, we have created something a little bit different. So, please put your headphones on, relax, let us take you on a journey. This ceremony is entirely created using binaural sound design. Binaural recording uses two microphones to mimic the way our ears hear sound, creating a full surround sound effect, letting us hear the moment exactly as if we were there. So come with us as we take you on a journey across the UK, to some of our wonderful theatres, to a few COVID-safe recording locations in gardens and parks, to our cities and our countryside, to celebrate extraordinary playwriting talent across the UK. So sit back, listen, and let the sound envelop you.
Hello from the Somerset countryside. It's a lovely day here. You can hear the birds tweeting in the background. This is where I live. I'm Emma Callender, one of the co-artistic directors of Theatre Uncut, and I'm here to take you on a journey. To us, Theatre Uncut is one of the ways we express ourselves. It's how we examine the world, how we learn, how we change, and how we come together. This past year has had moments of bleakness, but we want to share our feeling of hope. Hope for theatre, hope for the world, and for all the change we want to see. This last year has seen darkness, but it's also seen light. We've seen people standing up for what they believe in, making their voices heard, and our writers are all part of that. The Theatre Uncut Political Playwriting Award aims to find the best new political writers in the UK. With our partner theatres and institutions, we've been able to reach out to writers across the UK, and we were delighted and amazed that in these crazy times, so many writers submitted their plays to us. It's an enormous feat to write a play, and even more so in the middle of a global pandemic. So we'd like to take a moment to praise the artists and creators out there, the freelancers, those in buildings, the new graduates, all of those who've seen the industry they love falter, and who have fought so hard to carry on doing what they love. We need you. We need each other. This journey is for you.
Hi, and welcome to North London. I'm standing on a road right by King's Cross Station. You can probably hear it. The world is starting to open up again. It's quite busy. It's quite beautiful, and it feels quite like a new beginning. I'm Hannah Price. I'm co-artistic director and founder of Theatre Uncut. And this last year has seen me spend a lot of time inside the four walls of my house, but these plays have transported me to places far beyond them. If you don't know us, then let me fill you in. We create bold, progressive, uncompromising political theatre with the aim to galvanise action, raise awareness and fuel debate across the world. We began in 2011, a full 10 years ago, with 8 amazing short plays from incredible writers that skewered the then government's cuts to essential public spending. We released these plays rights-free for anyone to perform anywhere, and they did, with performances from New York to Berlin to Japan. In cities across the world, our plays have been performed. Since then, we have worked with over 50 brilliant writers, and our work has been performed in 24 countries across the world, each time focusing on a burning contemporary issue. We believe political theatre and artistic excellence go hand in hand. We celebrate the bold, the new, the diverse, the inclusive. We work cross-format, with cutting-edge digital work a huge part of what we do, and we're hoping that this binaural award ceremony, the first of its kind, demonstrates that. This award is our way of working to make sure the brilliant, brave, politically focused creators of the future are recognised and given space. This award not only gives the winning writer £9,000, but it gives us the opportunity to platform these extraordinary writers and work towards producing this work and keeping the conversations around the big issues burning as bright as ever.
So, here we are. We're delighted to be working with our partners, the Young Vic, the Traverse Theatre, the Sherman Theatre and the Lyric Theatre Belfast, as well as independent talent and Nick Hearn Books. We also want to give huge appreciation and thanks to our amazing reading panel, all of whom are listed on our website, along with our extraordinary judging panel. We can't wait to let you hear excerpts of the 4 of the plays from our shortlist, the 3 runners-up and the winner, not necessarily in that order. We'll be hearing from our partners and our writers, and we'll announce the winner at the end of all this. If you're a venue or producer and you're interested in any of the plays that you see, or simply want to get in touch with us, or talk to us about potentially supporting Theatre Uncut, you can find us at www.theatreuncut.com. But now, over to one of our favourite people in the world, without whom this just couldn't happen. Kwame Kwe-Armah, Artistic Director of the Young Vic.
Welcome to my sanctuary. I'm kind of in the roof, and my desk is here. A very beautiful addition to my household, or certainly to my stress during lockdown. Anyway, we're not here to talk about that. We're here to talk about the this wonderful award. And I have to say, I really love the plays that are produced. I really love the way that this is put together. Theatre Uncut, for me, and I would describe myself as a political playwright, as the kind of award that I wish was around when I started writing. I've loved the plays that I've read thus far, and I'm only too pleased to be a partner. So, without further ado, we're now going to hear an excerpt from the first of our shortlisted plays.
Today, we will be hearing extracts of 4 plays chosen by our judges, from a total of 7 on the shortlist. The first extract is from Playfight by Julia Grogan.
Are they even allowed to do that?
What? Block porn off the Wi-Fi?
That's how they control us. This schoolless mind games, they are in our minds. It's not funny.
Sorry, it's a bit. What are you going to do?
I'm going to lead a protest. Gonna get a rail card, go to London, get millions of people in armpit hair. Gonna carry a big placard saying something about sexual liberation.
Really?
Everything I know's fallen to shit. Maths, come. Chemistry, come. Lunch, come. Library, come. Detention, double come. Why would they do that?
Dunno, to start managing expectations?
Managing expectations? They're meant to push us. Teach us to dream.
Yeah, of red brick unis, not plastic labias.
You've seen who having to draw an art.
Oh, don't be mean.
What? So, we're told we were drawing a life model. So I'm thinking, all right, here we go. And in plods this old lump, pulls her kit off, scratches her arse and spreads her flaps for 2 hours. Look like a yeti, with one tit.
Well, I thought she was beautiful.
I thought she was a mess, me.
Was just a bit older, that's what happens, isn't it? Should see my mum. Got a big scar down her tummy where they cut me out. Calls it her river. Biblical.
Shitting hell. When I said bring booze loose, didn't mean an 18th century Malbec.
That's all church had.
Tastes like blood.
Got some wafers if you want them.
No, you're right. You want some?
No thanks.
Suit yourself.
Haven't you got a lesson next?
Yeah, sex ed. It's all right. Just tell her I'm allergic to bananas.
Nice.
You two are a barrel of laughs today, aren't you?
Sorry, got a headache. All the year 9 set off rape alarms, hid them in the bins. Everyone's gone mad.
Because they blocked a basic human right.
So loud. I had to put tampons in my ears like Shrek.
Anyone want to hang out tonight?
Can't.
How come?
Just can't.
Why don't you guys want to hang out with me anymore?
It's not that. Zainab's mum's not letting her hang out with us outside school anymore.
Why?
Because we're girls.
Was watching some lesbian stuff, and she walked in with a chicken Kiev for me.
What did she say?
Nothing, just closed the door. Then, when I went downstairs, she wouldn't look me in the eye. Just said I'm not to be playing out with girls anymore.
How was the porn?
Dunno. Softer?
Yawn. Well, that's that then, isn't it? Jesus Christ, a tumble. You've got no mates. And I won't be coming for another decade. So, shall we just move to Reading? Share feelings and deep throat a shotgun?
What?
Doesn't matter.
What is it?
Eric asked me to marry him.
No, he hasn't.
What?
You're 18.
So?
So that's mental. What have you said? What have you said?
Said I'd think about it. Need a few days to let it all go around my head. He's a good person, Zainab. He's had a really rough time of it, but he's good. And he's kind. He's so kind. It's weird. I feel like a child again. Looked after. Haven't had that since I was a kid. I know it's not the same, but...
What's happened to your arm?
My arm?
Yeah, there. By your wrist, underneath.
There's nothing underneath.
Show me then.
I'm not taking my jumper off.
All right.
It's nothing.
Cool. Must have been imagining it. Thought I saw a bruise or something.
Yeah, just a little one. They're quite common on humans, actually.
On kids, yeah.
I bruised like a peach, you'd know. When I fell out tree, the night we climbed it, had that huge purple bruise, swelled up, could hardly bend it. You carried me
Is it
home.
from sex?
No,
You're lying.
I'm not.
Is he rough with you?
No,
Do you like it rough from him?
it's not from sex.
Why are you lying? Is he rough with
Shut
you?
up.
Do you?
We've never had sex. I've never had sex. We're waiting until after the marriage.
Why did you tell us you had?
I didn't. Just didn't correct you when you assumed.
So what's it from?
I honestly don't know what you're making such a fuss about. It's just from a game.
A game?
Yeah, just a little game thing.
Sounds like a bit of a strange game. Who won that time?
Why are you making this into something it's not?
Why have you got marks around your wrist?
He likes looking at me. While he... You know... He likes to lie on the bed and he likes me to kneel... I like to kneel there. I can't explain it to you, you wouldn't understand. But I can't feel anything, nothing hurts.
Why have you got a bruise then? Just tell me.
Because I'm tied up.
With what?
Sometimes a belt, or a rope, or whatever.
Why?
Why what?
Why'd you let him?
Please don't be worried, I enjoy it. Seriously, I really do.
So he's a sadist.
He's my fiancé.
You haven't even said yes yet.
I intend to. I'm really sorry if that's hard for you. I am. I wasn't ever expecting to love or be loved like that. I just wish you'd give him a chance.
He doesn't deserve you.
Won't you give him a chance?
No. Sorry.
I'm really sorry, I don't know what to do with that.
You're upset.
Well, a bit.
Can I hug you?
I don't think that's a good idea.
Hello everyone, my name is Joe Murphy. I'm the Artistic Director of Sherman Theatre and we're a partner on the Theatre Uncut Political Playwriting Award. I'm sitting here right now in the writer's room in the Sherman Theatre, which feels particularly apt to be talking about this. It's such a privilege to be partnering on this award again, and I just want to take a bit of time really talk about how we feel the importance of new writing is to the theatre ecology, but ultimately to the world in general. I feel like the last year, 18 months, has been a huge time of political, cultural and social turmoil, and so many things are changing, and one thing feels clearer than ever, that we can't go back to the way we were, and we've got to find ways to be better in the way that we do things and in the stories that we tell. And to me, new writing is absolutely the heart of that. Like, who gets to tell the story is so important, and I think that has become just more and more relevant over the last 18 months, that we have to focus on changing who gets to tell our stories, because that means we can change the story, and if we can change the story, then I really believe we can change the world. And writers lead the way on that. We have to empower people with different points of view from different walks of life and different backgrounds to tell their stories. Because if the writer's telling a different story, then we need artists from those different communities, those different voices, to tell that story with authenticity. And that should lead us to new and different and broader and more diverse audiences as well, because more experiences are being represented on stage and in the stories we tell. So I don't think we can overestimate how important new writing is right now, and how important it is to empower unheard voices to tell their experiences and to tell their stories. And an award like this and an amazing company like Theatre Uncut are really leading the way in uncovering those voices and uncovering those stories, and it's a real privilege for Sherman Theatre to be a part of that. And it was such a treat to direct that extract from Playfight, and I couldn't imagine a play that typifies these ideas more. A new perspective, a new angle, 3 new experiences in those characters that I hadn't seen on stage before. It's such a great honour to be a part of this, and thanks so much.
The next of our extracts is from Chasing Hares by Sonali Bhattacharyya.
Hello? Sorry to disturb you.
Fucking security guards doing Barnard and playing cards as usual. Who are you?
They let us through because they recognised me.
Is that right? You're some sort of big shot, are you?
I work at Kubalo. We just wanted to say how much we enjoyed the show.
Really? Fucking shitstorm tonight?
Oh, no, not at all. You were really professional.
There you are. That's one to put on the poster.
He means you were great. He means you were fantastic. You have such star quality. It's impossible to take my eyes off you.
Thank you.
You brought real tension to that last scene. Can't be easy to allow all that silence to fill the stage.
What do you do for my father?
I'm a machine operator, embroidery.
What's your name?
Prab?
Did the show connect with you, Prab? Huh? The characters, I mean. Did their problems chime with your own in any way? In any fucking way whatsoever?
He's not here for a bloody lecture.
See, this is the problem. You have no interest in what our audience thinks.
Prab has a degree in Bengali literature. It's how he first caught my eye, actually. I saw him at the coffee house telling some girl an idea he had for a novel, and...
Just a book of short stories. I was young.
It was quite clear he was boring her senseless, but I like the sound of it.
That's actually quite romantic.
You never told me that.
You never asked.
There you go. You underestimate them.
Didn't realise we had Rabindranath Tagore in tonight.
What did you think of the show? Go on. Be honest.
Well, it was really scary when Draupadi was faced with Duryodhana in his court.
It meant something to you, huh? A couple of high-caste bastards fighting over some rich bitch?
Well...
That's something you've experienced? Something you've witnessed in your life?
Well, no.
See?
What? Some factory monkey trying to impress you? What are you after? Something to remember when your wife's asleep?
Excuse me, that's not acceptable.
Draupadi's husband gets drunk and gambles her away, as if she's his property. And then she's sold to that creep Duryodhana, and the first thing he does is try to humiliate her in front of his whole court. Why is the debt Draupadi's problem? She didn't run it up.
Good question. One I've asked in rehearsals.
Yudhishthira is too weak to resist a game of dice. And at the end of the game, he's desperate to stay in. So he stakes everything, even his wife and his brothers.
So what? All debts must be paid unless you happen to have Krishna on your side? If so, you're probably a Brahmin or a Bebsai. No disrespect, sir, but those people don't spend their time at Jatras.
He's right.
Baba appreciates the classics. He says there's a reason these stories have lasted so long. Offered us wisdom from the Mughals to the British to fucking iPhones and yoga apps.
Oh, I didn't know Mr. Narg was so...
What?
It's incredible he finds time to run a successful business and be so involved in the arts.
Are you taking the piss?
No, sir.
Factory's been locked up for months.
I know. But that's surely a shrewd business decision. He must have to make a lot of tough choices to run that place.
What's your big idea?
My idea?
I'm starting to think you're one of those people who plays dumb, but always has something ticking up here. We have a vacancy at the Jatra.
Oh, thank you.
I'm firing Adil. He's a bloody mess. So, if you have some big idea for a new direction for us, now is the time to speak up.
I'm not a Jatra type, sir.
Oh, he's an expert. Seriously, a massive fan.
Come on. You've got us all fired up. Don't leave us with blue balls.
We need something that will speak to our audience, really connect with them.
How about the greatest untold Indian myth of all time? The one the scholars have edited out of the Mahabharata over the centuries.
Vikarna.
No.
Hilawati.
No.
Hassan, the story of Barbik.
No, not Barbik. His daughter.
I've never heard of him having a child.
No one has.
Well, who is this child then? What's his name?
Her name is Jandi. And her story is full of danger and cunning and sacrifice and the highest stakes of all.
Why? What does she do?
After Barbik's ultimate self-sacrifice, Jandi was forced into exile to escape the wrath of the Kurvas, who blamed their defeat on her father. She never forgot his legacy, though, and protected the weak and the vulnerable wherever she travelled.
How did she do that? Nag them to death? No, wait. Maybe she sharpened her high heels and used them to...
Fuck you.
Jandi was small, but she knew this made her strong.
Small but strong. Like a goat?
Just hear him out, will you?
Like a diamond. Her enemies underestimate her, and she was cunning and wise beyond her years, and spoke in such a way that people rallied to her cause.
Sounds like Gandhi in a skirt. And I mean a real skirt.
People are ready for something more radical. You go around thinking you're better than everyone else, but our audience is way more sophisticated than you think.
You in a union?
No.
No, definitely not.
Communist?
Arre Baba, no way.
No, sir, I'm not political. Not at all. I never have been. I'm a company man. I like it here. I love my job.
All right. Take it down a bit. It's okay to be pissed off. Listen, I couldn't give a shit what you do in your spare time, but Baba will.
Mr. Nug.
Can you write something up?
Write something up?
Are you deaf or something? Yes. Can you write us something?
He would be honoured.
Of course. Of course I can.
Excellent. I can't wait.
How long do you need?
I'm not sure. A month?
You've got 2 weeks. It's called an opportunity, my friend. You look like I've told you I'm fucking your sister. Do you have a sister?
No.
I'm only joking. Lighten up. Lighten up, yeah. Okay, Baba lets us use the back room at the factory to rehearse. Bring it over when you're done, and if it's any good, we'll take you on. Okay, piss off.
Thank you.
Thank you for the opportunity, sir.
Happy now?
Do you enjoy being such an asshole?
Day and night.
Hello, I'm Gareth Nichols, Artistic Director of the Traverse Theatre. Welcome to Scotland. Welcome to my local train station. Usually this is where I come every morning to start my journey towards Edinburgh and the Traverse Theatre. You can probably hear it's relatively quiet at the moment. There's cars passing by, the odd train now and again, but a definite lack of people. Emma and Hannah from Theatre Uncut have asked me to talk a little bit about why politics and theatre go together, and really it's because of the people. One of the big functions of theatre, why I think it's so special, is because it brings people together, to congregate, to gather as a community and to ask questions of the world we live in through the stories we tell. And it's when the politics of those stories meet the politics of the communities they're placed in that something special happens. That wee spark we've all felt watching a piece of theatre whilst being connected somehow to those people around us. Sometimes those politics are overt and pretty explicit, but sometimes they bubble away under the surface of a story and only reveal themselves to you in the bar after, or on the train home, or a week later on your daily commute. And that's been the case with all the plays I've read for the Theatre Uncut Award. The questions they've asked, the worlds they inhabit, the characters they present have challenged me and provoked me and stayed with me, and that is testament to the strength of new writing in the UK today. It's been an absolute pleasure reading them all. We could have 10 winners easily, so a huge thanks to all the writers who have applied. I can't wait to see people come together to listen to your stories.
The next of our extracts is from Esther by Lorna French.
You ready? Yes. I can make some tea. Oh, lovely. Thank you. Interview number 6 for Dissertation Magazine Project, Friday the 26th of January 2018. Interview with Esther Elizabeth Mason.
Shall I speak up? Is it on?
Yes, it's on, Granny.
And it's for work, you say?
Yeah, uni, my dissertation.
What do you want to know about me for?
I want to know, Granny, for a business idea, to make a plan for it, see if it'd do well or not, you know?
I thought you wrote for the people at the newspaper last summer. You should write, not do business.
Just an idea, Granny, for my final year project. Seeing if I could make a magazine for black women in this area. A magazine about examining our lives.
Why anyone want to examine my life for?
How we live, what we think, who forms us. It's all important, Granny.
Why?
Why not?
I suppose you're a student, and if that's what they're teaching you, you must be right.
The question's there. Look again if you need to.
Things I found hard. Okay. I got you now.
Just talk normally.
Go on. Oh, Florence. That's my mother. She came to England towards the end of 58. There was a drive by the UK government. They invited Commonwealth people, wanted them to come over and work to build a country after World War II. I can only say what I think because she never really spoke to me about it. About our hopes and dreams. Just taught me the right way to be, you know? The English way. But I think for her, she wanted to experience it for herself. See what it was really like. Make a better life for herself in what she called the mother country. I was left behind in Jamaica. I remember my granddad used to take me everywhere with him on his donkey when I was small. We were always together. People started calling me his shop bag. People your age, your mummies, you wouldn't understand it now. But that nickname, it was precious to me. I always knew that my parents weren't there. But where they were, I wasn't sure. When my dad went, and then her. I was 3, coming on 4 when she left. And I screamed the place down, Aunt's sister said. You know, one of the things Winston and we used to do was when the planes went over, we used to wave and shout out to them. ask them to say hello to our parents. Sometimes I used to be so depressed after I came in 64. I wanted to go home. Florence, she'd said, "You're not going anywhere. This is where you're living now." But my dad, he used to let only me into the front room to use the record player and play his records when I got back from school. None of the other children were allowed to. Music opened up a new world for me and made this new life bearable. Florence always listened to religious music, you know. But only I knew Dad would sneak his records on there when she was out, and it was just him and me. His records weren't religious. My Boy Lollipop was his favourite. Was just him and me. He'd forget to put them back sometimes, and Florence would find them and blame my brothers. I never told on him. Music, that was between me and Dad. That was what you want? That answer your question?
Hi, I'm Rebecca Meyers, Literary Manager of the Lyric Theatre in Belfast. We're delighted to be partnering for the first time with the brilliant Theatre Uncut and our friends at the Traverse, the Sherman and the Young Vic on this fantastic award. Perhaps the less said about the past year, the better, but I think it's fair to say that everyone's confidence and creativity has taken a bit of a knock. But it's also been a year in which we've been interrogating social and political power structures and starting to reject old ways of thinking and doing. It feels like we're in an extraordinary period of upheaval and change, and it's exciting to think that artists in particular can be at the vanguard of that change. We were absolutely blown away by the incredible response from writers, submitting work which was courageous, insightful, and, to be honest, very exciting and invigorating to read. Our shortlisted plays confronted such diverse and pressing issues such as the global energy crisis, mental health provision, the fallout from the Windrush scandal, and the legacy of colonialism. And they did so in a powerful and intrinsically theatrical way. We're so excited about the promise and potential of all the work and can't wait to see where it can go.
This is an extract of Great Northern Divers by Jordon Grant.
Why can't we use a real bike? Just don't go nowhere.
Clown don't know that. You just need to pedal fast. Make it look like you're racing.
Don't know how anymore.
What are you going on about?
He beat it out of us.
Nimrod?
Made us frightened of it. At first, they want you to race. Egg and spoon, three-legged, sack, go-kart. But then your thoughts start to race. They bang you up. And then you're in hospital. And then he tried to get hold of us, and I'd race down the corridor and the lights were flashing overhead, and then he got hold of me. So I stopped. Made myself forget how to race.
What was it like in there?
Hated it.
Were you in a padded room?
Nah, a ward. There were bars on the windows. It looked like a cage. You could see the sun, but you couldn't get at it.
Trash.
Yeah, there weren't like locks and bars, but it made you feel it. It were him.
Keeping an eye on you?
It were the same doctor that supposed to look after my dad. He cut us up and then he made us take some it.
What did he give you?
Lithium.
You're joking, aren't you? You got any on you?
That's what everyone asks.
Nirvana wrote a song about that. Have you?
No.
Good, because I would have necked the whole bottle. Wouldn't have been able to help myself. Imagine writing us a letter on that. I've got crap handwriting as it is. Would have been illegible. Maybe another time.
It's horrible. It robs you of your past and your future. I wanted to be something. I wanted to be a pilot. I've like metal wings on his jacket. Now I can't even get off the ground because I'm on fucking lithium.
You always wanted to be above the clouds.
Yeah. Before I even knew I had one.
I wanted to dance. When I still had hope, I went to the careers officer, told him I wanted to be a dancer, and the bloke goes, "We don't have a club like that in Billingham." Like, I meant that kind of dancing.
This is the bongo in Middlesbrough.
I didn't mean that kind of dancing. Why do men always think that?
Sorry.
Oh, I ain't angry with you, Peter. But why didn't he think nothing genteel like you would of his own daughter? Guess he just saw Phil, so he thought it. I'm not taking it anymore.
I've stopped taking it too.
Good. You shouldn't take anyone's shit.
I mean the lithium.
Sam's shit anyway. Right, on your bike, mate.
Your mum should protect you.
Eh?
She should be here, stopping it.
She don't notice. I love her. But sometimes, most of the time, I wish she was someone else.
Like who?
Anyone.
Who?
I don't know her name, but I can see her in his mind.
What's she like?
Different. I know my mum loves us.
Oh,
but
does she?
She loves us. She loves us.
My mum wants to take us back to hospital. She don't love us. Is yours gone?
Some religious thing. She'll be gone 4 days this time.
So it's open season.
You getting on or what?
It's not fair.
Life's not fair.
It's for some though, innit? It's not fair for some.
Not for
innit?
us.
Stink. No, it's not.
Please get on the bike, Peter.
Maybe she knows.
What do you mean, like?
She says she doesn't notice, but what if she does?
She don't.
Maybe she sees, but she don't care. I can see. I saw, and I don't even know you.
You know us better than anyone. She don't know us. She don't see it.
She knows, Stink. She knows and she don't even care.
Stop it.
Maybe she thinks you deserve it. She's punishing you. Shaming you. That's why she doesn't even give you curtains. She wants the whole street, the whole world, to know that you'll never be clean.
Is that what you think?
That's what she wanted you to think, and I see everything. I see the truth. She knows.
No.
She tells him to.
Fuck off!
Mate, she finds God so he can find you in here, alone.
No. She hears God's voice. That's why she has to go out.
She don't love you. She don't love you, Stink. She don't.
Stop it! You picking.
Pecking.
Feels like you. I said picking.
Pecking.
At a scab.
The wound you got can't scab. The wound she's given you can't ever heal. She's the same as the monkey anger.
No. He's fucking evil. Shouldn't like him.
Both the same. Both fucking you up. Would the other one do something?
What other one?
The person you wish your mum was.
Yeah. She noticed. She notices every little thing. Nothing will get past her. Like, if a bairn learnt to walk, then run faster than any bairn around, faster than any bairn you've ever known, she'd notice that. She'd notice why. She'd think, why is she running? Who's she running from? See, I know how to race, Peter. I know how to go fast. I had to know with him on his back. He chased us and chased us till... run us down till I had no energy left. I've been running since before I could remember, and I'm tired and panting, and she's never asked why.
Mine man would.
Aye. The mam of us mind would. She'd always be here, her mind man, watching over us. I could afford to be clean when she's around. She'd love us more than the monkey anger, more than God, but real mum don't notice. Don't know.
She knows stink. And she's gone away. Our mums and dads have fucked off and it's back to rain.
Come on! You need to get going. I'm going to teach you how to race. Come on, Peter, you can do it! Faster! Faster, come on, Peter! Keep going! Keep going! Stop! It isn't working! It's hopeless! Trying to outrun something on an exercise bike, that's got to be the definition of hopelessness. That cloud is stupid. Nothing soft and fluffy about it.
You can see it.
Flat, low-lying.
Nimbo stratus.
So much sadness in it. So much storm and damage. I wish it were a real bike and you could give us a croggy to anywhere. Wet, but just spitting. Is this the calm?
Told you. There's rain coming.
And that is the last of our extracts. We'll announce the winner shortly. The extracts performed were the 4 chosen by our judges from our shortlist of 7 wonderful plays. The remaining plays are 44 Sex Acts in 1 Week by David Finnigan, Give a Man a Bible by Afsaneh Gray, and Burnout by Louise Gooding. If any producers or venues out there are interested in any of the plays, please contact us at theatreuncut.com or the writers' agents directly. Our aim is to get as many of these extraordinary plays produced as we can, to give as much of a platform as possible for these brilliant new voices.
This award would not have been possible without the support of the Arts Council, all of our partner venues and organisations, and our incredible board. Theatre Uncut receives no regular funding. We rely on grants and philanthropy to survive. If you would like to get in touch with us to be able to help us carry on the work we do across the world, please contact us at www.theatreuncut.com. We would be forever grateful for any support that you can offer.
It is my great honour to be announcing the winner of the Theatre Uncut Political Playwriting Award 2020. So without further ado, the winner is Chasing Hares by Sonali Bhattacharyya.
Hello, I'm Sonali Bhattacharyya, recording from my bedroom in Walthamstow, North East London. Chasing Hares is a play that pulls together so many precious threads from my personal and family experience, and it means so much to me that it's won the Theatre Uncut Political Playwriting Award. Thank you to Channel 4, the Peggy Ramsey Foundation and the Orange Tree Theatre for supporting the residency where I developed the play. Thanks to Paul Miller, and thanks to Guy Jones, who has become a friend as well as an important collaborator, someone whose wisdom, inquisitiveness and thoughtfulness has been so crucial to the development of this project and many other projects. I dedicate this award to my parents who've always rooted for me and supported my writing. Migrants are the best of us. I dedicate it to my uncle in West Bengal and my sister here in the UK, both hard-working trade unionists, and to everyone organising for dignity and safety in the workplace, sometimes risking their lives in the process. I dedicate it to every one of us who believe cruelty and exploitation, greed and corruption are an abasement of human possibility, who imagine a better world and who understand this act of imagination is the first step to making that a reality. And I dedicate it to Paul, Leela and Akash, who are my heart and soul. Love and solidarity forever.
For more information on all the plays and writers, please visit theatreuncut.com. Theatre Uncut receives no regular funding, So if you'd like to donate, the link is also on the website, or below the link to this binaural experience. With huge thanks to our partners and supporters, the Young Vic, the Traverse, the Sherman and the Lyric, Independent Talent and Nick Hearn Books. And finally, a huge thank you to all you brilliant writers out there.